Good evening, Twitch. How you doing? It's Wednesday night, and apparently the autumn Steam sale is already upon us. So if you actually want to go and get yourself a couple of games for cheap, or gift a couple of games for cheap, you can do that, which also is very nice because you also now just simply gift someone Steam credits. I know that sounds a little weird, just give someone a bit of Steam credit, but hey, it's definitely something, for the people who can't exactly afford buying a game for someone even during a Steam sale. Just simply giving them even something as simple as, say, $5 is very, very nice indeed. And of course, also, thank you very much, MechaGM, for the auto host. We really appreciate that. Always nice to have. But I hope you all have been doing well as well. Well, like I said, it's Thanksgiving. Now we're about to do another night of Hand of Fate. And my goodness, this last challenge, the tower took a long time. I do apologize for that. But challenges are getting a lot more convoluted, a lot more complex, and a lot more drawn out. And part of that is my fault, honestly. I built a very, very poor deck, despite being very focused on the challenge. Or the challenge requirements. It did not yield the progression I thought it would. But on the side note, before we jump on in here, I've also been enjoying playing ARMS. They're finally doing their first, party crash event, which is basically, play ARMS, get more money than normal by playing their game, which is a nice incentive. But as for us, though, I completely forgot to switch over scenes. But for us, we have our next challenge, which is the Star. We completed this tower in our last stream, and that took us the entire stream. So I expect a lot of these challenges now to pretty much take up the entire stream, given the pacing. So let's go see what the Star's requirements are, shall we? Mages are opening the gates of the underworld in the dark corners of the Empire. Close the portals before it's too late. Ancient magic. The relics wish only death on their owners. Prepare to scrounge life where you can. Gambits. Keep your wits about you when dealing with magic and mages. So pretty much every single gambit. And the Damned. What portal comes due? Prepare for combat against corrupted. Okay. Well, last stream we actually did get Ariadne her upgrade. She's now known as the Hero, which now gives her basically even more defense, allowing her to last even longer in combat. I'm tempted to try that, but I don't think we will, given the situation here. I think what we'll actually do here is we'll actually take here. The one downside, one downside of a lot of this is it's always very difficult to actually include your companion's cards. It becomes very difficult. We also unlocked a lot of new cards. We also got the Fairy Ring, the Merchant's Favor, that was a Platinum card when unlocked, to the Demon RRA, Steagle Pumpkin for completing Ariadne's quest line. We still have a lot of other ones: Mage's Workshop, Mystical Island, Purgatory, Return to Rumstock. So we're going to be trying to unlock some of these where we can here. So I think if anything, what we'll do, we'll probably add... Let's add... Let's see, it says... We'll take Return to Rumstock as our one here, but we also says it wants to do life. Since in Kolbjorn, I'm gonna add him. Let's add... I think if anything, it's probably Malaclypse that probably knows the Old Maiden. So what we need actually is health. So the best thing we can actually get is gain life. Monsters are people too. Well, it depends what kind of monster you're talking about. It really does. How's it going, guys? How are you doing tonight? I'm guessing it's Fahrenheit's raid here. Hopefully you guys enjoying your night, the night before Thanksgiving. You're all ready to feast on your gluttonous ways. You're ready to eat all of your turkey. And find items here. You are actually watching Hand of Fate 2 here. This is actually a very interesting game in which we are actually playing basically a game of cards. We are currently actually building the deck. You're playing Final Fantasy 1 Shenanigans. Final Fantasy 1, oof. I never actually beat that game. Never had the real opportunity. We'll actually sit down and get temporal prayers. Gain life. Oh, I can add 15 encounters. That changes everything. That changes everything indeed. Gain max life. It's a dice game. Sorry, this is actually a lot that I just realized I can actually put in here.
That card is one of your favorites. I don't see the appeal.
So the basic, this is basically like a dungeon crawler game. If you ever play the original Hand of Fate, this is a continuation. It is very much a long mission ahead. Our last mission, our last challenge took the entire stream. And that took 2 hours and 40 some odd minutes. So that took a long time to actually get through. Ooh, we can actually get the man-eating tree as well. I'm actually surprised we can add so many different cards here in this. That's to me is the big surprise. We'll add plenty of combat. We'll have plenty of combat, so we can actually buy stuff. But now I need to make sure, what do I have? Combat, life, blessings, healings, check. What else do I need? Can I actually add the Field of Fae here? That might get us a blessing as well. Let's see, Helpful Priest. We can actually, you know, why not? Let's actually... I know of a card we can actually add that'll get me some food. I need to make sure I get food now. That's actually the most important thing right now. Yes, Luki, I do have Twitch integration enabled. I've had that enabled for all of the streams, every single one of them. We'll just add the Old Maiden. I don't know if I'll be able to get her card. It says we're fighting Corrupted here, so if anything, I think this is actually a good Corrupted. Yes, it is. Oh, Corrupted or Immune. Never mind, that's the wrong one. We'll take the Exquisite Blade for money. That's damage to undead. That's not what we want. I need stuff that fights Corrupted. Do I not have anything against Corrupted? Oh my god, I might not have anything against Corrupted.
Enjoy your stay.
Oh, thank you very much for the follow, Lucky B. You indeed, and you've done that very well. You've done an excellent job. Towards that goal. Let's see. I'm actually surprised here. We'll take the golden shield. That'll also get us money. Let's put in the ram shield. Why not? We'll see what that does. Also need to put in... So, just to run you through, kind of actually I'm taking a lot longer to build these decks now because each of the challenges we've come across and what makes this game a lot different from the original. The original was basically kill the big boss at the end of the dungeon, so it was basically focused on surviving. This time around, it's a lot more focused on completing a very specific challenge. So you have to build your deck heavily towards a very specific style. Actually, you know what actually would be smart? Let's add Chef's Charm here. I want to add that. Let's add Gambler's Jewel, Grifter's Companion, Ring Concentration. I'm basically bringing on all the gambling rings. Ruby Ring would be nice since it's extra life. Tiger's Eye, that's reduced pain. So a lot of, you can basically equip an unlimited amount of rings to actually help you through these. Let's add... Did I already add a helmet? No, I added a helmet. I wanted to see what the gambling hood does. Let's see. Slow swing. That would actually be nice. And also... remove a card. But we do need armor, though. How much fame do we need for this? 18 fame. try... With the Armor of Gluttony, I want to put in one more piece of armor. Unless there's something that does very good against Corrupted. Let's add the Spiked Bone Guard. I'm curious what that actually is. Hopefully the star doesn't go supernova. Yeah, I hope so too. We'll add... Ah, right, I forgot about that. Courteous Companion, what do you do? Nudge the wheel left or right. I know what I could bring instead. I do want to bring more weapons though. We have like no weapons. Forged Blade, what do you do, Northerners? Mace, what did the Holy Mace say we wanted to do? Oh right, that's a card challenge. You know what? Wait, oh, it said it was fighting mages. What am I doing? Cause a stun to all mages. We can actually bring that, and we can also bring... And let's bring the Assassin's Blades. And for armor, gear, this is here. This takes care of Corrupted, so that'll be our weapon. We'll bring the Healing Spirits as our artifact. And we'll also bring... Oh, we can also bring food. Food is always nice. So what you're about to see here is actually the this is near the end of the game. Challenge. This isn't the end of the game, but it's very close to it.
There is much that people meddle with that they ought not.
That's a lot of brimstone cards. And apparently the star only has a golden token.
You understand the game. You have let it shape you. You may have the skills we need to face him, or you may die.
Hey, how's it going, Naked Pro? How are you doing tonight? The Gathering. The village of Forstford gathers in the town hall to discuss the mage resurgence. Well, an elderly farmer stood up on the stage. I saw it clear as day with my one good eye. An almighty swirling spiral, black and sparking. Come to take my corn. And our lives! Comes a hysterical shout from the back of the room. The caucus descends into pandemonium. So, to demonstrate the voting here, so this is actually, anytime I can extend out the vote to people who are watching, and you can do hashtag 1 or 2, and you'll see in a little bit you can do hashtags A, B, or C as well to give gifts or curses. Tried streaming a hardcore run on Diablo 3, but then a storm hit. Oof. I'm sorry, hopefully it didn't, Oh, I'm sure your hardcore character would be safe. Diablo 3 doesn't exactly scream out to be a difficult game. So, as you see there, you can actually see the percentage, and people can actually influence the vote in their own way. This is anytime I extend it, though, so well, let's have the mayor some questions. The mayor, I'll basically going to take control of this until we get to the more critical decisions. The mayor tries to calm the assembly, but has little luck. A sobbing woman throws a chair at the window in a frenzied terror. Ask about the portals. He could be lying unintentionally, the mayor sighs. Old Frank is very, very blind. We all know the mages are around, despite the Empire telling us they are merely tales. However, I've heard they're getting more dangerous. A sign of the times. The mayor stops before you go, shaking off a screaming farmer. The Empire is off in the north somewhere. There's nobody to help us. I beg you, comb the area for anything suspicious. If you do, I'll reward you. Receive 10 food when you reveal all encounters on the table. You're unsure of where to start, but you know you must be close to these portals somehow. So, what you're actually going to see here, this is actually the way we're going to navigate it. We actually just pick a card.
Each tool represents part of the power that I once held.
They can actually do hashtag A, B, or C in this case. So A and C there, that's removing a blessing. B will actually take food away from me. So sometimes they're all negative, sometimes they're all positive, and it's completely within your decisions to vote. And you can also change your vote as we go through this as well. On a lonely Imperial road, there lies a dilapidated tavern known as the Black Cauldron. Inside, you spy a group of mages huddling together in a dark corner of the tavern. They are gazing, enraptured at a dull copper goblet in the center of the table. So should we take the goblet away or shake one of them? Comb the inn. I overall like the implementation of the Twitch integration. I think it's great that it complements the game. However, it's more simply up to, you know, what kind of audience you have, how many people you actually have. Looks like we got a 50-50. I'm going to shake one of them away. You grab the closest one and give him a vigorous shake. Fighting some unseen resistance, he turns to look at you with red-rimmed eyes. The mage is weeping. Help me! It's killing me! Do we take his place, or do we take the goblet away? I've never done this challenge before, so I don't know exactly what's going to happen in any of these encounters here. Hey, how's it going, Ninja Zombie? How's it also going? Where's Paldo? Looks like you guys want him to take the goblet away. Let's take it away. The goblet is surprisingly heavy and takes some effort to lift off the table. Merely holding it sends a strange chill up your spine. You try to drop the artifact, but something compels you to keep it. The goblet. The new wielder of this item will gain a curse. This card cannot be discarded. Consume 2 food instead of 1 while traversing the map. As you pocket the goblet, the mages suddenly stand and turn towards you. As one, they open their mouths to scream, an unholy sound that rattles the moldy rafters. The pitch increases relentlessly, and you cover your ears in desperation. The sound rings in on your skull, in your chest. Your knees buckle as you collapse blindly to the ground. You wish desperately for the screaming to stop. Unnatural 18, you have got to be kidding me.
Learned to be their master.
So this is actually one of the gambits here. This is the dice gambit in which we have to land the target here. So they actually want us to get an 18. We're not even going to hit that at all. You wouldn't stream this, while it would give me some good views. The problem is with all my friends are jerks. It all depends. You just wish for the screaming to stop. 17.
Victory. You are learning.
As quickly as it began, the screaming stops. When your eyes readjust to the gloom of the tavern, you only find piles of ash where the mages have been. You look around, but the building is abandoned. Was it always empty? So that was a brimstone card there. That was actually one of the more difficult cards we'll be coming across.
It is astounding what fame and the love of fame can lead to.
When passing through the gates of a village on the outskirts of the Empire, you are approached by a crowd of eager youths. They stop and stare at you a moment. Stranger, have you any tales to tell? Of great heroes? Or of fearsome villains? Anything interesting at all? You begin to relate the details of your quest so far, but the gang soon wanders away. I wish a real hero would visit our village for once, you hear someone mutter. Nothing interesting ever happens here. You require 6 fame for that card to actually go through. Have you had a developer drop in on you yet for any streams? No, I have not. I know with a lot of games with Twitch integration, developers can do some very crazy things with it, like Cluster Truck. I still remember that.
They have begun an inquisition, yet it is too late now.
You cross paths with a party of Empire soldiers. The commander stops to interrogate you. You there, what do you know about these portals? The commander scrutinizes your face. Of course you don't. You're clearly of the peasantry. His eyes travel to your weapon. What are you doing with something so dangerous? Forfeit that immediately. Do we forfeit the weapon? Or do we refuse? You guys want me to refuse? Alright, I'm down with that. Yes. Give me back my weapon. Your defiance enrages the commander. He wears pixelated sunglasses. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh. So this is actually the combat in the game here. When an enemy is stunned, they'll take extra damage. There's also your weapon ability, which you can actually use in combat whenever there's lighting green. So this basically uses the Arkham combat style here. And when they're red, you have to dodge. Forgive me for a moment, I need to focus on combat. I don't know, I think a lot, like, I've learned as of late from a lot of people and their feedback, that apparently people overuse that combat system to the point where people actually hate it now. My only actual experience with what I'm actually just simply calling the Arkham Asylum combat is just from, this and Hand of Fate 1. That's it. A lowly herald bounds from a bush and runs terrified into the distance. The Empire will learn what transpired here. The dealer adds more Empire monster cards to the deck. This card will be put on top. A Knight of Steel. You check the Fallen for anything of value. Ooh. Ooh, we can actually see what the Ram Shield does. Ram Shield. Bash causes additional damage to armor. Interesting. You can also have First Kill and the Grifter's Companion. We'll, for now, we'll add the Grifter's Companion. Rings are really, really good. And 5 food. I really wish I didn't have that curse.
Ruled for 100 years, and in that time the Empire has become more brutal by the moment.
So what I'm going to do here, this actually is apparently our next way down. So effectively, like I said, this is very much plays like a dungeon crawler. You're finding very specific cards that'll take you down to the next level or to take you further into the challenge itself. What I'm going to do, I'm going to focus on exploring at the moment. I'm just gonna save us all the time in the world and refuse. I'm not giving up that ring. I'm not afraid of these enemies. Although I really wish I didn't have that curse. I really wish I didn't have that curse. Ah, darn it, should have dodged. So the Phalanx soldiers, they can actually block. And to stop their block, you have to actually use a bash attack. And then you'll have a moment to actually attack them. And also when you do a bash, it'll actually also do damage to them as well. So there's simply, you know, and like I said, if you don't like the combat system, the Arkham combat system, I don't think this game will be for you still. I think if anything, it'd just be more, you know, despite the additions of moves, things like Execute, the weapon arts are now active instead of passive. Go. Yeah, that's actually one thing, you know, where it gets easy. Yeah, you know, here's the thing though, I kind of like it. I like things that are actually, you know, simple to learn, and yet hard to execute. We're just making this more difficult as we go along here. 15 max life. Gain 5 encounter. Oh, hello. Oh, we gained 10 food because of that. And 3 food. So what do we have here? We have the Old Maiden, the Shrine, the Band of Thugs, and the Inquisition. So I'm definitely gonna go to the Shrine here. That will hopefully help us. Hopefully it's an easy roll to make. It is not. There we go. And I'm just gonna keep fighting these Empire guys. Apparently I'm not. You're not taking anything of my stuff. So, just to let you know, the Twitch integration at the top, that occurs every 8 steps. So basically, if I move 8 cards, whatever will happen will proc. So right now we're at a 33% across the board. So basically, we pick one of the 3 at random. I should also say the weapon active as well. That's an execute. Is also very useful to avoiding damage. Go. Ah, damn it, he shot me in the back. And weapon arts also go through bashing as well. Or go through the shields as well. Even Assassin's Creed Zord has gone down that road. Assassin's Creed has used the Arkham combat system? I never play sandbox games. I was actually planning to do Was It Just Cause 3, but it never got down. I never had the time to do it. Assassin's Blade, we can learn what they do. Perform a series of stabs that cause 125% damage to a single target. The final strike causes knockdown. Riposts and finishers against Empire both increase weapon charge by +4. Interesting. The Chef's Charm. Life received from eating is doubled. Ah, I'll take that.
Earth magic. Literally.
Alright, so I'm gonna skip the Band of Thugs. So, take away Blessing. Wait, did that...
These tokens represent the expansion of the game. More options, more cards, more opportunities.
Hang on a second, I need to see if that actually removed that curse. No, it didn't. Okay, so it did not remove the curse. It didn't remove the curse, don't worry, it's still there. I'm still eating 2 food for every one. Ask for supplies? Alright, we're gonna ask for supplies. This should sustain you for a few days, she says, squinting at you with tired eyes. 2 food. Alright. Let's investigate this cave. Stepping lightly, you peer into the cave, and just as the old Frank had described, a great portal churns black as night, sparkling with red lightning. Corrupted creatures crawl from the portal. The cursed goblet in your haversacks hums and pulsates with energy, as though the portal calls to it. I guess so. Okay, so to close the portal, we have to take each item. Alright, that actually makes sense. So basically, honestly, I'm just gonna do this, so we're gonna throw the goblet. The portal churns with greater vigor until it explodes, releasing its energy. So basically, we have to kill... Okay, so I guess if anything, this mission is collect cursed objects and throw them into the portals whence they came. And we have a horde of undead. Or corrupted, I should say. Ah, darn it. I was trying to activate my weapon art. That's actually very useful. I will say the combat in terms of the game, the execute and weapon arts is a bit sluggish. But it's still simple. It's still nice and easy. And I do enjoy having things like, you know, they gave you more to do. So instead of just simply pressing the X button and the occasional block or bash, you now have execute, you can activate artifacts, you can use the weapon arts. It's small improvements to the core foundation. It's small, it's a small improvements, Lukey.
With power comes consequence. Can you hold a dagger without being carved?
Investigating a curious radiance leads you to a cavern strewn with candles. The stalactites look like monstrous teeth in the flickering light. In the depths of the cave, you find a young woman bound with ropes. A maid raises a dagger menacingly over her heart. You cry out in protest, your voice echoing through the chamber. The mage looks up without a hint of surprise on his face. Ah, the hero has come. But what will he do? I require a sacrifice either way. With the dagger poised above the maiden's heart, your hands are tied. What will you sacrifice to the gods? The mage licks his lips in anticipation. Yeah, like I said, the one strength this game has of the original is that the original was focused on just killing the big boss at the end. This one is heavily challenge focused. Like, you really need to build your decks a very specific way. You say I should throw my glory away. Alright, let's throw my glory away. The moment you speak the words, you feel a force pushing you onto your knees. You lose fame. The mage hums his exaltations to the gods. Satisfied, he unbinds the woman and offers you the dagger. It will disrupt a portal if such things interest you, he says before blinking away. The new wielder of this item will gain a curse. Draw a life pain card before every encounter. Ooh. The dagger is uncomfortably warm, but you are compelled to keep it. The maiden bows gratefully. I'm gonna ask her about the dagger. It's cursed, you know. The maiden brow's eyes are unsettling dark in the dim cave. But it's beautiful and rare. Magical doorways have been opening everywhere since the last solstice. The maiden swishes her skirts like a little girl and giggles. I think the dagger will close it. It's powerful and dangerous. Oh, thank you guys. That was a good choice. As for our mission, though, this is gonna be a problem. And of course, we unfortunately did not find... we do not have a blessing. This is gonna be painful.
There is a reason the Empire has outlawed mages and their work. Magic can undo everything they have done.
So, you're right, Robbie. I did have a blessing. I had the blessing that actually gave me the ability to gain 10 food for discovering the entire map. I lost that. You are absolutely correct, Robbie. So basically, we can close this portal now, and that's our main objective, is to close the portal. There's nothing else we actually need to do. So we can seal the portal, go to the next level, and do our job. Or we can continue going through the rest of the map. But every single encounter we do, we will take damage, and we will lose 2 food. And I'm not seeing anyone else voting. See 50-50 right now. We can wait a couple more moments. Personally, I think, given 50-50, I'm just gonna seal the portal. I want to actually succeed, Robbie. I'm sorry. The portal's relentless release of corrupted ceases as you throw in the dagger. The portal collapses and disappears into the aether, relinquishing its power. So I'm going to lose life regardless. These curses don't go away. Which is funny, actually, because I thought we already dealt with, being cursed. So those guys there, so, like Empires, they have shields. These corrupted here, they're actually like, think of them as having armor. So to actually break that armor, I need to actually do the bash attack instead. And that'll break their armor. My best advice, honestly, for if you're gonna do the combat, is make sure to do your timings. Like, prioritize blocking, dodging over blocking, blocking over attacking, and you should be fine. And through my overanalyzation of this game, I can, if you really want me to, I can let you know how the combat exactly works in this game too. I also forgot to mention, you can also stop and camp anytime you want as well, and you can actually use that to buy food, buy equipment. So we actually have the Lord's Diadem. We've actually don't have that. We can actually sell equipment. Nah, we really don't have any equipment right now. And let's continue.
Foursquare and solidly arranged.
This is new. As night falls, you hear the sound of digging coming from the cemetery. You spy a coven of mages with shovels. Steadfast, they dig until they hear a metallic clanking sound. They unearth a small disc. In the moonlight, you can almost distinguish a pattern on its surface. You crouch behind a gnarled oak and wait to see what happens next. Ooh. I'm gonna accept the die. So your companions here can also give you an extra die to pass it. However, you don't get to use them for the next 3 encounters. How's it going, Double Gamer? I'm gonna have fun with this one? I think I am too. The apprentice arrives laden with pies and cheeses. The mages make themselves comfortable and enjoy their graveyard snack. You consider your options. I can continue to watch, or I can sneak up on them. A death mage. I've never fought a death mage before. The Horde of Skulls. I know those are basically the phalanx of the Empire, so they have tower shields. Now, looks like the majority says I should sneak up behind them, so let's try and sneak up behind them. Ah! This is the precision game.
The pendulum is ever changing, and the challenges it presents change too.
I am not a fan that's right in the middle. And that's a huge failure.
What an unfortunate time for your skills to leave you.
You trip and tumble down the hill, bouncing off headstones and monuments until you finally come to rest in front of the mages. Oh! Equally surprised, they sweep their pies aside and fumble for their spellbooks. That can happen. Which is funny, because the last challenge, the tower, I was getting a huge success every single time. So now I'd fight all these guys by myself. I don't know what a death mage does. Alright. First things first, let's take care of Mr. Bombardiers. I'm gonna guess she brings up a... Yep, she brings up shield. Okay. So basically the death mage here has that armor, that silver around it is its armor. And I actually have to break that if I want to actually continue doing damage to her. You have a lot of health. Actually, just gonna get rid of these bombardiers. They were just gonna stop me. Now let's bash the shield. Oh, Anthony Scordy did an excellent job voice acting the dealer again. I still really wish the Defiant Dev, the developers of the game, made a Twitch pack. The battle resolved, you turn your attention to the half-buried metal disc. You fall to your hands and knees and begin to dig. A pentacle. A pentacle's curse. Draw a curse card before every encounter. You are kidding me. The moon sinks behind some clouds. This is a rare option. I'm actually gonna explore the graveyard a little more.
Here we see yet another wheel, each different, yet each bearing their own similarities.
So this is the roulette. This is one of the other gambits as well that you can actually use. We'll get some good fortune here. Actually, we will move that to the right because we have that wonderful little ring.
That should help.
You stumble upon a shrub of glistening berries. The sweet scent is so appetizing you can't help but eat a handful immediately. Nice. Continue on your journey. So, I really wish I had the Frontier's Barbutt. I also really wish I put in cards that also revealed where we're headed. Undisciplined. Every individual enemy inflicts 200% damage the first time they hit anyone in combat. Band of thugs. I think that was number 3 was the success. The one thing I did learn from a couple other people watching from a couple streams ago is you can actually follow the cards and find out what they are. Like so. So even with the card gambits, you can actually figure out where they are, where the card is. A few unsavory looking people exit the tent in messing fashion, along with a bevy of skeletons. What are you doing snooping around here? You trying to kill our skeleton friends here? Another thief branches their weapon frantically. No! Leave them alone! Just because they're skeletons don't mean they did nothing wrong. Poor skeletons, they just wanted to party. Yeah, actually, that's a good example. It's a shell game. The only problem is you can't track all 3, and the only one you'd be, I'd say you'd be able to consistently follow is the oh, damn it. That does 16 damage. I also realize I have no armor right now. take care of you. You can also dodge away from, when they try to attack as well, but it's usually better to block if the signifiers say block. A mage pokes her head out from the tent and notices dead bodies. Alright, we don't have time for this. Here. She throws a sack of something at you. Morton's magic door. Optionally move directly to the level exit after any encounter where you gained a pain card. Don't follow us, the mage waves her arm and the tent along with the mage and sundry disappear into nothingness. What I'm gonna do... I'm going to... Let's take a look at what equipment it's... Okay, so the equipment never changes. Actually, not a bad idea. I'm gonna buy the 3 food. I'm actually gonna buy all of them. I'm gonna finish trading, and I'm gonna cook. I'm gonna see here. That only does 1? That does... Okay, that does consume 1. Nice. So it's only when I move forward the curse takes effect. So what I'm going to do... Let's see. Let's use 1 more. Okay. So we're gonna take some pain cards, but this should actually, with this blessing, it should lead us to the exit. So we lost 3 food. We heal 10 health, but we take more pain cards. Food received from food gains is halved. That's our next curse. And it takes us to the general store. I don't know why we didn't get to go anywhere, though. That's very unfortunate. It has to give me 1, so... I don't have any additional ones. That's a little unfortunate. What did he have? Nope, okay. There's the Armor of Gluttony. Alright. I thought we were supposed to get access to the exit. Lose 4 fame each time you starve. And there's a blessing. I can't actually do that. Why is... Oh my god, I have all these curses. Where's the blessing? Optionally move directly to the level exit after any encounter where you gain a life... Oh, any encounter where I gained a life pain card. Okay. So it's not... I guess that doesn't count as a pain. You may not gain a blessing while you have more blessings than curses. Another band of thugs. I think it's number 2. And it might be number 3. It's kind of nice. I feel like you get a second chance just from looking at the stream. Oh, that's not good. Well, we're fighting an ogre and a mage. Fighting an ogre and a mage. At the very least, we'll gain a lot of supplies if we do live. It'd be nice. It'd be interesting. Kolbjorn, go charge him. Oh, come on. I just need to focus on the mage because the mage does the AoE, and I don't want to deal with that. There you go. That takes care of the mage. Apparently, Kolbjorn is really good against against the ogre. There's the 40 hit. Oh, okay. I thought I died. Just do the opposite to what Robbie votes. He voted 2, he chose 2, learn nothing he has. I thought it was, honestly, following the cards, I honestly thought it was 2. Armory gain. The winds return.
Challenge for your skills. Handled well, little is more deadly.
A health potion, very nice. 2 health potions, even better. Oh, this challenge is almost as brutal as the famine challenge. Lose 1 gold each time you starve. Distressed damsel, yes. There's our food. Oh, come on. No, I'll fight the thieves. I'd rather fight the thieves. So you don't always have to accept your companion's help, but for Kolbjorn specifically, if you don't accept his is basically a this is a safety net. Oh. That was the wrong one. No. Ah, that goes the 8. Love the big numbers and damage. There we go. Didn't you have to save Kolbjorn's ass during the Devil Challenge? Yes, I did. I had to save a lot. I just save every single companion from the Devil Challenge. With the thugs defeated, you search their bodies for valuables. This should be an easier die roll. There we go. You find some food amongst their possessions, thank goodness. So that's +1. That's probably +2. No, it's +3, thank goodness. The devs are actually generous. I'm guessing this is the one. Hopefully this is our way out. Fate's Toll. Lose 5 gold after every encounter with a dealer's mark. Another general store. But, I can actually do something with this. I can actually sell the Wind's Return. And with that, I can actually buy some food. So, I'm trying to think here, what would actually be the smartest way? No. So, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna buy, 1 each time. This is such a brutal chat. It's not as bad as the famine challenge. Whoops, that's going too far. Let's leave. And we lose our gold. And we take on another curse. Bad wager. Lose 1 gold each time you are hit in combat. Maximum to 10.
Once I was the greatest of the mages. Few there were in those days. I sought only to serve, and thus I came to the throne of life and death.
You haul yourself over neglected hedges to find the dilapidated manor house covered in vines. A red glow emanates from the cellar windows. Let's go ahead and seal that portal. The front door gives without much resistance. Nature has reclaimed what was once a luxurious residence. Floors buckled by the tree roots, walls covered in green moss. The floorboards creak ominously beneath your feet. 10 steps from the cellar door. You pray the floor doesn't give out. It's a dice game. Okay. Let's try... on... Yes, Kolbjorn, give me your help. Thank you, Kolbjorn. I'm sorry, when it says just to go to the next level, I'm going to take it. You walk cautiously to the cellar door and proceed down the stairs. A hellish vortex fills the space below the manor. You feel the heat of the mage's disc through the satchel. Monsters claw their way out of the seething portal. In the turmoil, the disc clatters to the ground. The portal draws it in and consumes it. The portal heaves, bathing you in arcane energy. The blinding explosion, it disappears into oblivion. Yeah, sorry, it's like, it's kind of an obvious vote. It's like, do you want to proceed? Yes. Okay. That's a lot of enemies. It's no problem. It's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. Why can I not use my weapon art? Oh, I completely forgot about what that thing does. Excuse me, 1 second. Damn it! Get out of here! So what that thing does, it'll actually root you. Come on. Really wish Kolbjorn was here. Really wish my fellow barbarian was here. No! That's the one thing I wish was sped up was the response time for the execution. Sometimes it just doesn't trigger just by mashing the L2 button. Oh, this is not good. It's tall. We have no money. We take a pain card every single time. Lost in the sand. Okay, so lost in... So I was thinking about that earlier today. I was wondering, the Desert Crossing encounter is where a pain card was drawn. Okay.
If I was weak, it was the weakness of pride. Time has shown that to be well-founded, however.
You walk along the seashore on a dark, stormy night. A lone gull squawks overhead. Drowned out by the crashing of the waves and rumble of the sky, a coven of mages chants something low and ominous. Dark clouds gather overhead as the mage raises a scepter to the heavens. With crash, lightning strikes the scepter. The mage falls down, dead. The chanting increases in fervor as another mage steps up to heft the scepter skyward. As you approach, the mages move to make space for you. Ah, the mage holding the scepter greets you. Another believer seeking the scepter's light. Whatever he was going to say next is cut short by lightning and his subsequent death. Lose 4 fame before every encounter. Another mage takes the scepter, but instead of raising to the sky, he presses its cold metal into your hands. The coven watches you expectantly. Do I lift the scepter into the sky, or do I run for it? You guys, dude, God almighty, you really... Fine. Let's see what happens. Let's raise it up in the sky. Lightning strikes the scepter, and while a white light fills your vision, energy courses up your arm. Your very insides feel like they're aflame. 15. 15. 15. No more, no more. Then it's over. The light fades, and you find the remaining mages scattered across the beach. You think them dead until one, half-submerged shoreline, raises an arm weakly. The mage wheezes some final words. Do not... He coughs his final breath approaches. Do not throw the scepter into the portal, whatever you do. Do we continue on our journey, or do we look around a little... You know what? You know, I'm gonna leave that up to you. Do we continue, or do we look around? You guys want me to look around? You want me to spin the wheel of destiny? I do have that card, so I do have the ring. So that is a plus. Alright, let's spin the wheel. Or not. Great, the card I was tracking was shuffled under. I think it's number 1, though. Say number 1, number 4. Unless you say number 1. Success. You climb a lighthouse and take in your surroundings. Well, at least we know where to go. You continue your journey. Yes, let's take the exit. Death's Charm. Dagger's Curse. The companion takes 30% of any resource that you earn while they are active.
And now we come close to the rough beast, slouching towards its birth.
Red glow betrays... This is gonna be dumb. But I have an idea. I'm gonna do this first. Not necessarily. There is a way. There is a way. There's trading. Alright, so let me think about this. So... we can go down to 2. Okay.
Careful, your supplies are running low.
So we do have to do this fight. We have to do this fight, though, unfortunately. And we do get Kolbjorn back, though. So that's a plus. Your companion will not aid you during gambits. Interesting. While roaming the dark alleyways of the capital, you see a suspicious group traveling in your direction. The Greed of Assassin, Frost Berserker, and the Six of Greed. They are dragging a locked chest behind them, its contents unknown. In another direction, you spy an item glinting in the moonlight. The Armor of Gluttony. However, you notice a number of shadowy forms looking in the alley nearby. Did I piss off the devs? It's like 3 choices in a row that you haven't gotten a single good vote option. I think it's Double Gamer. I honestly think it's part of the challenge. I think it might be something particularly particular to the challenge. Saying number 1, number 2, armor would be nice. I'll tell you, I will agree with that much. I'm willing to do the roulette of unknown. I think it's best if we take the armor. Because 10 armor is better than no armor. We've been ambushed. By the shade, a frost berserker. Oh, that is so much better.
Little use to you here.
That is so much better. I'd be happy to fight the shade and the northerners. Been a while since I fought them, but I'll be more than happy to fight them. So. Nope. No. I need to fight the shade. I need to fight the shade. Hang on a second. Oh, and there's the 20 damage. That is the other complaint I have about this game, because it's auto-targeting. Like, a lot of the time, the game will take away what you're fighting. And that's still one weak part about the game. And that's the other weak part about the game. Execution animations don't give you invulnerability. Sorry, I need to focus here. This is combat. Like I said, the combat is not perfected in this game. There's a lot of things I just kind of wish were greatly improved. Gain 4 fame. Put the armor of gluttony. On 13. Give me some health. Health or food? Get some food. That's good. 2. That's fine. Apparently, spoiled goods and the armor of gluttony counter each other. That's interesting. That's very It's also with the allies' greed. Okay. So let's trade. Let's buy some food. Buy 1 food. That's fine. And we don't get anything. Wow, those curses are really strong. Alright. Let's do it. Close the portal. The Mage's Scepter trembles in anticipation until it flies from your hand and hurtles into the portal. With great turbulence, the portal disappears, discharging all its power. The tremors rock the barn, forcing you outside for safety. A distant summit erupts with energy, bathing the sky in red light. You doubt it's a coincidence. Summoning. Oh, come off it, game! We're dead. We are absolutely dead. This is the part I actually... Like, this is my biggest criticism about this game. I think the devs take it way too far. With the challenges. I think they actually took it way too far. Like,
the damage taken from starvation is more than the healing delivered by eating. As with many things, we find ourselves sliding further and further into hardship.
Like, that's the biggest issue I do have with this game. It does take the challenges way too harsh. We cannot get hit at all. It's not too bad, just have counter the get curse. See, I find that's my other criticism. I find the blessings to be more focused towards the gambits, way too heavily towards the gambits, and not enough towards like helping you navigate the maze. And equipment 1 of 2, that's not gonna do anything. 15 food, that actually will do something. I think we lived. We did not live. I don't know why it didn't take me to the door. But that sucks. Did I live? I swear to God, if I... Oh, I lost the blessing because I used the weapon art. That makes sense. That was me, that I killed myself. Martin's magic door was taken away because of the blessing. I have to eat the 1 food. So I'll have 2 steps forward. I can make it to Street Fighter. Lose a random equipment card whenever you lose a curse.
Now, how will you fare with the desolation you've uncovered?
I am not going for that token right now. So we're going for the Street Fighter. This is our only opportunity. Platinum game cards have no effect. Yeah, I think the devs really went way too hard on the curses and the endgame challenges. So, do we fight the Empire, do we fight thieves, or do we fight Northerners? I'm trying to think who we could actually kill quickly. I don't know if we can... I would think Northerners would be the easiest. Like that, or... it's random. So, my gear... The items I will get from this is... The items I will get... will be dependent on how fast I can actually kill these guys. So, Northerners are usually very beefy, but they're easy to block. So you guys want me to go with Northerners? Frost Tyrant, how lovely. A boss. Well, what was once a boss. We're definitely not going to get a lot from this challenge. But I guess it's been a while. I forgot what the Frost Tyrant does. Oh, good. At least I get a reminder. In the north, only might makes right. You do not become tyrant without a pile of bodies behind you. Tyrants favor regenerative ice armor that dull to standard attacks. Use bash to break their armor.
Quickly.
Oh, nope. I want to kill you first. Stun him a little bit longer, please. Okay. No! He's a quick one. No! There we go. Not bad, but maybe hopefully get some food.
Fame alone has got you here. Let action carry you forward.
Oh, I lost my armor during that encounter, apparently. Health, that's fine. It's gold, there's something. Armor gain. Gambler's Jewel, or the Golden Shield. We'll take the Golden Shield. So, what we'll do... I have an idea. I have an idea. This actually might work. So he took some of the gold. That's fine. All right, so I'm gonna finish trading for now. I'm gonna break camp, and we're gonna go. We have to buy some food. We're gonna buy some food. Trade. We'll buy food. No, we don't get it. Crap, we don't get anything though. We have to take the hit. We have to take the hit. There's nothing we can do about that. Maker's Curse, that's fine. Lose equipment whenever you gain a curse. How lovely. Let's get rid of the healing spirits, since we have no use for that. And we survived to the general store, so we can actually buy some healing. Actually, buy life. Actually, buy multiple life here. How many do we need? 4. We need 4 food. It's not what we need. We need to buy food. We need to get at least 4 food, so this should give us 1. Give us 2. I should have sold my gear first. I am a dumb. In concentration. See you later. We need the chef's charm, so we're gonna get rid of the gluttony. Okay. We screwed this up quite a bit actually. I think we might have killed ourselves actually. We need to buy the 10 food. Oh no, oh no, we'll be fine. We got it. So, there we go. That takes care of that. Can we buy any more healing? No, we can't. Is the star one of the hardest challenges? This is my first time actually doing the star challenge, so far, the difficulty of this game stems from a couple of factors, or a couple of, there's a couple challenges that stand out. Strength is a really difficult one, both if you include the jousting armor, because there are cards that are specific to adding to your deck that basically creates a hard mode of the challenge, so it makes the challenge even harder. So strength is really difficult. Strength with the jousting armor is really difficult. There's also the High Priestess challenge with the encrusted mace. This is more of the end game. It won't nearly be as hard as he builds a deck to counter it. I don't even know how you would counter this deck. I need to think about this. Okay, so it won't matter actually. It won't matter which way I go. So that'll heal us. We'll lose 10 health. All wheel gambits rotate in reverse direction. And we have to lose some equipment. Sorry, Chieftain Zax. I love you, but you gotta go. Ask about curse removal. Lose 8 fame to remove a curse. Hilarious. The healer and the demon are... Interesting. Thank you very much for letting me know what the that other platinum card does. Okay, so can't buy anything. Can't buy information. There's no port. Okay, so what do we need to do? We need to go to our equipment. We're gonna add our little trusty sword and shield here, and we're gonna enter the last one. All failure are considered huge failure in precision gambits. And we have to get rid of the chef's charm.
Here, our paths cross for the first time. Did you know then that we would reach this moment now?
You follow the ominous beam of light up the foothills to a summit overlooking the countryside. Yet another portal stands surrounded by mages, necromancers, and witches. This one, much larger than the others. Flames dance at the edge of the maelstrom. A group of levitating mages begin to cast an incantation. A cacophony of the portal clashes with the roaring storm winds until all you hear is a deep and powerful heartbeat. As they chant something unintelligible, a decrepit arm extends from the fiery maelstrom. A robed figure, its face obscured by a ragged hood, steps from the flaming portal to stand before the assembled mages. It rasps with a voice long unused. I have returned to reclaim my place at the table. A new era awaits. The mages and necromancers fall to their hands and knees in reverence. They fall into pious silence as he speaks again. For returning my objects of power, you will be rewarded. He leans heavily upon his staff and waves an arm. Gold and trinkets appear and clatter to the ground before him. The figure nods at his subjects and disappears in a burst of flame. Eventually, the mages realize they're not alone. See, I don't know half of this stuff, guys. I didn't know what the... I wasn't able to get the spiked bone mail. Archmage. Their quest for power and knowledge will cost a sea of blood if it must. Mages shoot projectiles from a distance. Use evade to avoid their attacks. Oh, you have got to be kidding me! This is what I hate about... I can't do anything. I'm cornered. No, no. Nope. Nope, there's no way. That's what I think. I think the devs went way too hard on this. And Robbie, no offense, man, you really gotta stop doing all negatives, man. You really do. Like,
Fortunately, this is...
I like you, but honestly, dude, your mindset and what you do is actually outright harmful. It really is. It is, if anything, the worst thing you could actually do. No, you do have a choice. You could simply not vote. Like, throughout this campaign, this one has only, like, I'm going to notice this, like, it is, like, this one is especially brutal. It is only negatives. And I understand that, but, man. Like, this and Famine, I could see why people don't like to have the Twitch integration on later on in this game. It is way too brutal. It is way too mean. The devs went way too hard on it. Like, that was absolutely destructive. Like, that was me playing as intelligently as possible. And even some of the combat, like, gives you no choice. Like, if I didn't attack the Shade would just drain my life. The mages spam the AoE, so you can't actually, there's no way to stop that. The Archmage was actually not really an issue, even though she was the one who got the killing blow, because she does the projectile attack. That's just brutal, man. That is just absolutely brutal. I put in the spiked bone mail. Dispel curse. Discard and ignore the first curse that you draw. Interesting. What does armor breaker do? Bash causes additional damage to armor. It's not going to be worth us. Ward of the Innocent. Let's try that. Assassin's Blade. That doesn't really do anything for us. Let's also add... There was a wheel gambit, but it's nowhere near as best as the Decius Charm. Archmage skill is like a mage with more damage, I guess, aka more annoying. Actually, Lionheart would probably be actually the best one here. I completely forgot that actually heals and gives max life. First kill gives health, that doesn't do anything. No, at least doesn't do anything worthwhile. Bounty's Helm. What's this do? Max life? Adds +2 max life after every combat against thieves or corrupted. Not bad. Stunted healing. Rate of enemies healed during combat is reduced when not fighting northerners. Fire resistance. You know what, we'll put that in. I don't know if that's fire resistance or not. Harden. Ring of Food, that's actually really good. Shared Pain. Optionally lose your companion for 3 turns to ignore the effects of a single pain card. Reduce Pain. That's actually perfect. Use Humanity. I partially wish this was Dark Souls. Plus, also, my other criticism, I think the challenges are taking way too long. And I know, like, that's a personal thing, because I'm just making the challenges last a certain distance or length. Cause stun to all mages and weapon abilities used against mages. Okay. So let's change our encounters here. I don't need the helpful priest. That's harmful. I'm sorry, Colbjorn, your quest is no way. That's the other criticism. It's like, you would think, like, you could include new cards. This game kinda goes against that. It goes against that, that direction where you're not wanting to choose, something new. Instead, that's a fame check. I'm not gonna have fame in this. I never, Robbie, I never even picked up that weapon. I picked up the Assassin's Blades, during that battle. It's equipment and gain resources. Fate's Dealings, that's basically a replay of another card that we have, so that'll actually make that very good. The dice roll is too high for that. Like, it stops becoming about... Like, your deck building becomes so specific in this that you don't really get to try any of the new cards unless you're just replaying a challenge. And even then, it's like, if you're replaying a challenge to beat the challenge, you're not going to include any new cards because you'd rather work with what you know rather than what you don't. Is combat encounters harder on this map? It's not, sort of, but not really. I overall have a pretty good handle on combat. The big issue is basically making sure I can survive all of the curses and such. I basically need money or something. I didn't stack up arm wrestling, so that's worthless right now. I need stuff that gives me equipment, or not gives me. Well, equipment would be nice. Things are fine until we ran into the recruit. We ran into a lot of problems during that run. Trade food for reveal map. That actually... Which one? Oh wait, I remember a card that actually would be useful. Where are you? Where's that card? It was... Wandering Traveler. Perfect. That reveals them... Oh wait, you may spend gold for rewards. Shoot, that's actually not the one I should want. Actually... Silver Deer. Silver Deer's trading resources. It gains a lot of food. Corpse Wagon is good for gold if you can roll really high. If you can roll really high for that stuff too. Scouts require way too much. Where's the plains? Where are the plains? Like the... Exploring the wilds, that's it. Wait, that actually reveals... Map revealed? Oh, results influence. Never mind, that's not a plus, that's a negative. Best thing I could do, actually, is Grimalkin. He gives food. Would be actually a pretty good one to have as well. Illicit trade is good, in my opinion. It's one equipment of your choice. Yeah, but wait, did you say illicit trade or... Oh no, merchant's favor. You know what, actually that... I do need stuff that basically ensures me equipment. Illicit trade would actually be pretty good. Where is it, though? Where's illicit trade? Where are you? There's illicit trade. Holy relics, that's gain gold. Equipment, fight northerners, and gain any. I'm actually okay with that. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's try this again. Gain fame so the healer works camp. Not a bad idea, actually. Like, I had a lot of combat stuff. You know what, actually, we'll get rid of Field of Fey. We can add something else that'll give me fame. Not that one. It's one that gives fame. One that can actually give me a decent amount of fame. I can't use the Elder, unfortunately. Oh, right, the duel would give me fame. The duel would give me fame. Spending fame and shame, no, that's too much. Other ones that give fame. It's a fame check. Blessed. Another fame check, the farmer. And trade curse for resource 2. Yes, I do. I have Little Devil. Little Devil you get regardless. Like, as long as you've done the challenges up to this point. So, we'll throw in the Little Devil then. If that gets rid of a curse, I'll take that then. Supplies, food, that's fine. Let's go. Let's try this one more time. We'll try one more time. And if we fail, then I have to stop the stream. And then we'll try it again tomorrow. Or, wait. It might not be tomorrow because of Thanksgiving.
Here we take a step back and touch upon the mystery. How did things come to change?
I'm just gonna ask him these questions here. We're gonna go a little bit faster than normal. So... we're just gonna take the goblet. Since we know we need it, we're just gonna get a curse. Consume 2 food instead of... Something... You know the other worst part about this? I honestly think a lot of the curses are predetermined in this encounter. I would not... In this game. I would not be surprised. We just had that the same one. And... Oh, wait. Nope. And honestly... no, we're not gonna get that, so... There's more max health. Yeah, fine, let's let him die. Honestly, I'm willing to say just don't even vote. Because I have a good feeling this one is nothing but curses. Nothing but curses and destruction. Actually take the lion heart.
The lion is a symbol of purity, nobility, and truth.
Because you get what is predetermined in this one, the mission has a pool of blessings and curses you can get randomly. Whatever pool of blessings that existed, we had none. Oh boy. This is gonna be a long battle. Like, a lot of the swinging I'm doing is based on just letting the game make its decisions on where to go. God. Like that damage. I'd honestly say it's just best if people just don't vote, because this mission is just way too mean. Like, the Twitch integration should have some sort of balance. It really should. Because if they go so hard on all negatives with Twitch integration, I don't see how people can actually beat this challenge. I really don't. Hey, there's actually a positive. What do you know? Actually was a positive. I'm honestly not even gonna worry about this. I am just rushing. Partially disheartened, but at the same time, like, that's my, like, the more I play this game and the way the game becomes designed, I really start to hate, the core, like, very critical game design decisions. Like, the AoE doesn't need to last this long, or I should be able to cancel the AoE. Just push you along. if you make your game way too rough on your first time through, you're asking for trouble. And I get we're at the end game, but still, I never ran into that level of negative curses in my life. I think that entire 1 hour and 30 minutes just to go through that challenge was all negatives. Like, there wasn't a single positive in there at all. For fame, everyone runs away.
You lack prominence to use this weapon. Gain more fame.
I need equipment right now. Exquisite blade. Go for the unknown, or do we go for the gold? Both would be very useful right now. Like, there's certain levels, like, I'm naturally good at games. This is one of the few times I'm actually going to just simply state that as a fact. If you ever watch me and do the Game Sharks challenges and stuff, I know how to play games. But there is a certain level of bullcrap that game developers can actually throw at a player. And this game has definitely... it's reaching, like, my limit, and my limit is a very high bar. Like, I have a very high bar of tolerance when it comes to playing a game and dealing with the crap a game can actually throw at you. I mean, I like this game and I like its concept, but man, it can just be rough. Real 3 encounters. There's the general store, there's the kitty. Good compartment.
Back to the bones. I hope you have learned to be their master.
Find some equipment. The Imperial Helm.
Castle-made steel. Better than much these days.
Need money. You need 15 fame. I'm honestly curious if the Empire Inquisitors actually matter. I mean, I guess they don't. I guess they give equipment. A plus, but...
I wish you an honorable death.
Damn it. The worst part is we don't have the shrine anymore. He actually killed my guy. He actually killed Colbjorn. The one plus about Bastion, it'll actually do weapon damage. Robbie, this is not the time or the challenge to do that. You already know that well in advance. You've seen what this challenge is. You've seen what this challenge is. Like, if you want to know how hardcore this game actually gets, in the strength challenge, if you have the jousting armor, they will actually... In the first round, they'll throw 3 monster cards at you. 3. Right off the bat. This card will be put on top. Check for anything of value. Thing of food. And 15 food. I'm starting to actually be curious if that actually does anything. That's the portal. Blessing. What's that? A friendly innkeeper and the general store. Do we have anything? Imperial helm. Both of those. And only the adventurer's armor. That's the wrong button. Discard this into 2 food. No, we'll keep the gold for now. Alright. Yeah, this is just throwing nothing but negatives. Like, I think if anything, the way the devs did it, they designed it to be nothing but negatives. Like, with, like, or a very low percentage of positives. And I find that very disheartening, actually, because I feel like that should be, like, a chaotic RNG. How much health do these things have, anyway? There we go. Yep. I doubt it. I very much doubt it, Robbie. One out of the 4. Let's go to the next one. Your blood, your gold, or your glory. Gold. Helm. Give me some max life. And what's this curse here? Draw a life pain encounter before. This is a brutal. Well, at least I balanced that out. Ask about curse removal. Use 8 fame to remove a curse. Please remove these curses. I don't care. Oh, it increases too. Oh, that sucks. That's actually not what I wanted, but fine. General store. Don't want to sell anything right at the moment. What's the equipment at the general store? A spike bone cart. Wish I had that. Could have paid in blood. Fate's dealings. Arwa closes her eyes and speaks. We do not control fate's course, but we can examine and weave and guide your path. Haru interrupts. Or we can carve your path, carve it through the Black Knight's heart, and you will be rewarded. So, do we follow the weave, or do we fight someone? At least you won't slowly bleed to death. That's true, but I don't know, both are pretty rough. I'd rather fight the Black Knight. I'm sorry, guys. I will fight the Black Knight any day of the week over relying on the game's RNG right now. Because I know I'm good at the game's combat. Oh, a time limit. Hey, at the very least, the game gives you this, the final decision has to come down to me. The Black Knight's corpse scatters in the wind like ash. You have proven yourself, again, adventurer. You will spin the wheel 3 times for your rewards. Okay. I can't tell if that's a map reveal card or not. It's an armory card. Good. Armory card. Now I need the food. Give me the food. Give me the food. Give me the food. That was the White Knight. Yeah, it would be, but we don't have it, so that's fine. No, we don't want to turn that into food. Come on. Spike Bone Guard! Dispel curse, ignore the first curse that you draw. Yes, I would like...
A suit of armor suited to your temperament.
So I'm guessing that won't cancel out the, my current curse. I'm assuming it's not going to do that. Nope, it's not. Alright. That's fine. Look at all the things I can't afford. Alright, let's continue. I'm not famous enough yet. Forfeit that immediately. No. We refuse. I'm taking that armor. Go back to the... no, once you use a card, you can't go back to it. So you can't go back to, there are very few cards... No, there's some cards you can go back to. But there are very few. They are very sparse. Ooh, that looks nice. Hi, run into all the soldiers for me. There we go. That takes care of one of you phalanxers. Kinda need you to die. Darn it. I was going for the execute. Feels good to fight with Kolbjorn again, though. I love his stun. I don't think it's as good as, say... It's good, but it's not like, say, Malaclips, or... I guess if you're just looking for someone to tank. The dealer adds more Empire monster cards to the deck. Fallen for anything of value. No, we want more max health, please. More food is always nice. A lot more food. Alright. What this is, that's the portal. Let's continue exploring since we're not bleeding our butts out anymore. I'm actually okay with fighting these guys now. I have no idea which one this is supposed to be. It honestly doesn't matter who I fight, honestly. I know how to beat them. Nope, I was right the first time. Oh well, let's fight an ogre. You know, that's actually probably one other way to do it. Instead of trying to follow success, you could try and follow huge failure. Nasty hit. What? I thought he was stunned. I'll follow it, lose track of it, and somehow find a huge failure by accident. That definitely would happen to a few people. Yeah, but Temperance is another one that's a real pain in the butt. Armor of Gluttony. Let's take the slow shuffle. Take the health potion too. I can actually use that. And the man-eating tree. That actually is a pretty good one. I have to throw away though. Throw away the ring of food. Here, have a ring. 15 max life, above 100 again. Thank you. A curse card that just draws curses. That's just rude. So I'm trying to figure out how the spiked armor works. How is it supposed to work? Just like, if you draw a curse card, you basically get to get rid of it? Get rid of these things. Unless that happens. Yeah, so you're not invulnerable whenever you try and do an execute. That kind of sucks, but I guess it's kind of overpowered. Hey, I don't control Colbjorn enough. Like, there's only so much direction you can give him. All right, going to the next one. Continue to watch. It's gonna be a rough roll. Sure, let's take it. 16. Do we watch, or do we sneak up on them? I believe we snuck up on them before. I'm a glutton for punishment. Nope, I'm terrible at this. Honestly, part of it is just because I'm in a bit of a rush. But that only gives me pain cards, so that's fine. I wonder what you would get if you actually snuck up on them. You probably actually would take out one of them. At least skeletons are really easy to kill. And apparently there was a lancer. No, you don't. Ah, that just brings them back. Done fighting. There we go. Precision gambits aren't as easy as you'd think. Alright. Or the graveyard a bit more. There's a ring. A little high risk though for me. I know how to get that though.
Let's see what you do with that, given your position.
Okay, so let me check my curses right now. I still have the Mayor's Blessing, and I still only have the Goblet's Curse, so I guess this actually... Draw and ignore the first curse that you draw. Yeah, so, wow, that spike armor is really good. That is really powerful. Why, you're the mercenary that saved Westwind. The soldiers are suitably impressed. The commander bows and allows you to continue on your way. Interesting. Yeah, that it just came in time, so now this is actually doable. This challenge actually just became doable just because I got that luck. Because, what was it, 15 equipment cards? That's a lot of equipment cards. Oh, Goldborn got tied up. What? Darn. Dare you throw your bolas at me? I'm actually surprised that actually hurt me. I like how this actually do. Okay, so let me elaborate on some of the challenges. That are actually just stupidly difficult. As in these, like, that's the developers being as rude and as mean as possible. Temperance. Temperance is a challenge that basically... The challenge narrative is that there's a famine going on. So, even if you build your deck towards, you know, preventing yourself from starving or gaining as much food as possible, the amount of dealer encounters and the challenge to get the gold token or the sun token is so difficult that trying to actually you were there, Robbie, actually trying to actually appease it was actually near impossible, especially with like there, you know, oddly enough, with Twitch integration you could actually cheat all the challenges. Hypothetically, you could cheat all the challenges.
Welcome back to the game of life and death.
Maintain fame until you lose any gambit, then discard this card. Hey, I have money. You're definitely right, Bloodza. But still, there's a factor of waiting until you actually can get the actual armor itself, which, even if you try your best to stack the deck to give yourself that armor, it won't happen. Like, there are times where it just won't happen. And that's actually what happened to me for the most part. I'm getting stupidly good at this for some dumb reason. I apologize for not letting that go through, but I actually knew which card it was. Also, this is gonna sound really mean, but I think I might actually finally... Oops, nope, finally actually get hit. You're right, the tower quest I had to actually do... I had to do that, that card gambit so many times. But you're right, Bloodset. Like, there, you can build the deck towards countering it, but there's still that RNG part. That can actually just really hurt you. Word of the Innocent, let's see what that does. Reveal 2 new random encounters at the start of each new map. And this also does Shield Reflect. Very nice. Yeah, let's definitely take Ruby Ring. We currently have more blesses than curses.
There are benefits to besting the devil, not least of which are the new friends you will meet along the way.
Are you the one that ruined Apollyon's fun? A woman with the pointiest face you've ever seen approaches from the shadows one night. Yes, you are, she laughs. How delightful. Did he cry? He used to be such a crier in our youth. Oh, you're wonderful, she pokes at your bicep. I'll remove your curses if you like. Although, it goes against our nature to gift without games. He throws you some silver dice. Here, roll your luck. Split it by 6 and lift the number that curses from your soul. 6 is a lovely number, don't you think? That's why I have 6 fingers on my left hand. You glance at her hand in alarm. It's a hoof. Oh, that is... I'm not gonna get it. Oh, what a roll. The demon winks, pulls out an arquebus, and flicks around some counting beads around. 1! The demon flings the arquebus to the floor and shatters like glass. That's hardly enough to sate my hunger, but it'll have to do. There you go. Take it. You feel a pull on your soul as the demon wrenches the curses from you. She smiles at your discomfort. Still laughing about Apollyon's failure, the woman waves goodbye and disappears into the night. Seething portal. Well, now that we don't actually have much to worry about, asked if one of your artifacts are filled. No, we're gonna leave. You cross party with Empire soldiers, stopped and carried. You there, what do you know about these portals? Oh. Okay, so basically if you have enough fame, they won't deal with you. That's actually nice. Very nice. Just barely.
A win here sets the tone for your challenge.
The Blight of... the Juggernaut of Blight. I don't remember fighting him. I don't remember fighting a Juggernaut of Blight. And we slit her throat and just walk away loaded with curses. No, we did that last challenge. We did that just a few months ago. Yeah, I never fought this guy. Corruption. Layered on top of corruption. A nightmare made of sickness and disease. Use Bash to break the Terror's armor and defeat him with a finisher before it regenerates. Interesting. Oh, hello. Oh, that's not good. Ah, I see. So it won't go down in one hit. Gotcha. Keep executing. Keep on executing. Wonder. Nope, you can only execute them. I like that if you're someone who might know about the portals, they just ignore you. You know, that's actually the strange... That's, you know, you're right, that's actually kind of strange. But it's a fame check, so... I kind of like that, considering you're able to, like, use it to get gold at the start. Take the scepter. Use 4 fame before every encounter. And we lose that. You know what? I'm curious. I want to see what happens if we just run for it. Actually, Robbie, that curse actually does a lot. That curse actually does a lot more than you'd think. A mage is fling spells at you. Great. Thank you. Really, cope. Really, game. Really? 15 life. 20 life. 15. So, it doesn't actually matter. No, it actually doesn't matter which way. Alright.
He will not last. He lacks strength. By the time our tale is told, he's probably already lost.
I know, Kolbjorn, he gives us a die that and we roll a 1, we blew it. A little devil with a broken horn slouches on a tree stump in a dark forest. While glum, he appears harmless, so you approach him with only a little caution.
My father banished me from the underworld because he thinks I'm not evil enough. Apparently my curses are just too weak. Do you know any curses?
Yeah, I do. Here, have this curse. His face lights up when you give him your curse.
That's one evil curse. Thank you, adventurer. Please take this small gift.
I guess I'm buried in food now. As the winds return. I don't trust myself. I don't trust myself. Continue on your way. The old maiden. Just gonna ask for supplies. Just give me more food, please. Street Fighter. Yeah, this was a brutal challenge, but the spiked armor came just in the right time to take out the curse stacking. Because, oof. Like, the curses are very potent in this game. Blessings aren't that potent in this game. I'm going to fight some Empire. Let's fight some Empire. Like, the blessings in Hand of Fate 1 were far better. By a milestone. But the blessings in this one are more like if you fail or to help you pass the challenges. Oh, you're a captain. I didn't even realize there was a captain amongst our midst. Damn it. This is the worst I've done in a street fight. There we go. Fight Dulcine. I'm too busy playing Alms in my off time. So I'm actually playing a lot of Dulcine right now. Good technique, but no style. That's a lot of gold. And armory, wow. The Wind's Return. Won't... I think here. We won't equip it yet. But we do need to equip it, though. Of which, actually. Actually buy equipment here. We could buy the Exquisite Blade. Just eat some food. I know, Robbie, don't worry. There we go. That gives us even more food. And money. Or apparently just a lot of money. I thought that gave food, but apparently it just gives money. I'm in some sort of weird trance state now. I've become clairvoyant when it comes to reading the cards. I wonder why all these thieves want to help all these skeletons. Like all these people are reviving the dead. Ultra Great Sword. We're gonna be doing no damage to those things. Armor gain. What else do we have? The Gambler's Jewel. Well, Gambler's Jewel. Let's take that then. And reveal the remaining 2 encounters. So there's the portal, there's deep water, and there's more Mayor's Blessing. Food, buy the Ring of Food. Buy the Ring of Food, why not? I'm also just going to eat my way to fall. And let's fight him. I'm sorry, I'm kind of doing this just to kind of speed through it, but you can see just how long each of these challenges can actually take. Like, you have to make sure you have a lot of time on your hands to play this game. You. Ah, it finally got me. Oh, the assassin. Now I'm just not paying attention. That is literally what's happening now. No, you don't, Berserker. Nope. Damn assassins. Thanks for letting me know about the cards. Like, if I didn't know about what those cards did, I would not be able to do this challenge. Like, I at least had a good instinct of what the spiked bone mail did, but I did not expect this to give you just curse after curse after curse. Like, it just sends you into a state of panic, making you think, like, what can I do to solve this? And it makes you think your deck, or the cards you know, and the cards you have, aren't good enough to actually do anything about it. And the Chef's Charm. All of the ring stacking. I was lucky enough to bring the Chef's Charm into this mission, too. When did Scorpion for Mortal Kombat get implemented in this game? I don't know. When did he get implemented? Alright. Let's close the portal. I thought... Oh, right. Apparently we didn't have to fight a boss.
Thus the gates open, and my story begins.
So the ones who summoned... So this is the story of how the dealer was resummoned into the world. Oh, right. First things first. The Wind's Return. We remembered. We remembered. The assassin would teleport behind you. That was something Scorpion did? I thought that was, like, Smoke or Sub-Zero. I mean, heck, a lot of those guys from Mortal Kombat did that. So, first things first, we need to kill the Shade. We need to kill the Shade. Oh, Colbjorn tanked it for me. Thank you, Colbjorn. Ah! Ah! I hate that you have to just kind of tank it. Oops! Alright. Where the... Oh, the Shade's dead. Okay. Look at all these AoE. Little overboard, don't you think? Oh, that's actually really bad. No, I never used Lionheart, unfortunately. I didn't need it. Like, once I had the right luck with getting the items, the Spiked Bone Mail really helped. Because that was the one that prevented the curses causing curses. Like, that was the critical part. You search the bodies for anything of value, but cannot escape the question that echoes in your mind. Who or what have you unleashed here today? I know what we unleashed. We unleashed the dealer.
Now, the final moments approach, and with each moment accelerate.
You're sealing the portals. The Black Cauldron. Wine of the Gods. Ooh, another Brimstone card. Ordeal by Iron. Yeah, no, Cursing Curse is one step too far. Like, they even have an achievement, which we did get, which is, like, get 10 curses. Like, that is actual an achievement in this game. Is get a ridiculous amount of curses. And, like I said, the challenges become so specific, or you don't know what you're getting into, that building a deck to experiment, or to actually try and pursue your companion's quest and such. And this is assuming, like, you know, if you try to get everything the first time through, which is nigh impossible, but still. The ability to experiment, because this is such a challenge-focused game, dwindles to almost nothing. It becomes almost impossible to actually want to experiment. And so I think one thing, like, if they make a third Hand of Fate, they need to find some sort of balance. Like, I think a lot of people like the challenges. Okay, so Potato Champion, we just beat the star. So the star is optional. There's no... Actually, no, I guess I shouldn't say it's not. It's not... I guess it's optional, I guess. Like, you have to complete a certain number of challenges to get to the end. I don't know if you have to complete all of the challenges. I doubt you do. But... usually there's 2 tokens in each of the challenges. There's a moon token or silver token, and then there's a sun token or gold token. This one only had a gold token, so there was only one way to actually beat the challenge. The majority of challenges that you'll see when someone plays this game will offer a silver token and a gold token. So there's a base objective that you have to complete, which is the base challenge, and then there's going the extra mile, which will yield you the sun token, or the gold token. And every time you beat the challenge, that and any other tokens that you gain from any of the cards that you've played during the mission, you will get more cards to add to your deck, so you can try and stack the deck more in your favor, or take encounters that will be more suitable for the challenge that you are undertaking. So like I said, for the famine one, there's a lot of food cards and stuff that I've been getting. So it's like I tried stacking my deck with a lot of food cards. So for this, I have the Arcane Edge, Meteor Strike, and the Weave of the Protector. Huh. Actually, it's not many cards, but hey. And now we have the Moon. But that is definitely going to do it with us tonight here. I don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow. I'll post a Twitter post if I'm going to be streaming or not. Just simply because it is Thanksgiving, and I think most people would probably want to celebrate their Thanksgiving with their friends and family, or just simply go out and have themselves a good time. So yeah, we apparently have to complete the Moon as well. So what, we're 1, 2, 3, 4, we're 4 challenges away from beating this game now. So this actually might take 4 more nights, given how difficult and brutal these challenges have become. I really hope, like, what was it? So the Star, that's a really difficult one. Temperance is a really difficult one. Justice, getting the gold token is actually really difficult. And then Strength, that was the other one that really, stood out as being extremely difficult. But you can also do a hard mode version of these missions as well. There are some cards that you can actually get. Let me see here. So the High Priestess, for example. There are hard mode challenges. So there's actually... where is it? Oh no, it's the Empress, I'm sorry. It's the Empress we actually need to look for. So there's the Empress challenge here. Go into equipment. I think I have it actually set up. So there's this encrusted mace card that you actually get from playing through the game. And it says here, to unlock the weapon token, you must complete the Empress with this item to unlock the token. And what that does, if you include the encrusted mace in your deck, it puts it into a hard mode. So there are ways to basically make it extremely brutal. Devil Go token is easy if you use the right strat. Ah, yes, but that's the big thing, if you know the right strat. And there is one other thing I will say about this, in terms of just simple game design. A lot of these challenges are being designed very static. So you still have things like RNG, you're not going to get the right item at the right time. You know, the star, that's not an easy challenge. Even with everything basically going my way, you guys voting in my favor to getting gifts and stuff, you know, the challenge standalone is extremely brutal. Like, this is not a game that pulls its punches. Like, you have to know, you know, what you're doing. Like, it's doable to do, like, 100% completion, though. Like, I think if anything, you'll probably be playing a little bit of the lower end of the missions to try and actually go through, unlock all the tokens, instead of the higher end ones. Because the higher end ones just get so specific to what you need to do. It gets kind of ridiculous. But that's going to do it for me tonight, though. Let me actually take a look here and see who is streaming right now. I actually don't have... I need to actually take a look and see who fills the night slot. Because I don't have anyone I know who really streams at night consistently anymore that I currently am following. I kind of need to expand my variety here. For now, though, it looks like we have Mio Hello. Oh, thank you very much for the follow, Bloodza. Or Blood... Is it Blood's Balls, or... No, Bloodsalls. I'm curious if you used Leap there, or if you just added numbers. Either way, though, I'm going to give a host to Mio Hello. He's actually streaming Metal Gear Solid 2. I believe he's actually at the end of the game, or it might be the last stream for Metal Gear Solid 2. So, check him out if you want to go watch that. I'm gonna go take off and get ready for Thanksgiving. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. And once again, I'll let you know over Twitter if I will be streaming tomorrow night. Until then, happy Thanksgiving and take care.